them to negate the block. Taking stock. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Goes for the super art? Will the super art connect? Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Uses the target combo as a filler.
A new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Gotta do this. Come on.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. The counter is blocked. All right, what's coming up next? Grabs him. Life lead opens up. Player 2 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. Burnout activates. Experiencing burn, KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're still feeling each other out. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here.
What are you waiting for?
Into the latter half of the round. How will our fighters use this time to create chances for themselves? Our fighters should be warmed up now. Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round.
I don't have time to play.
Still lots of time left in this fight. They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can erase what life they have left in a flash. Knockdown and... uses the target combo as a filler. Both fighters planning something? Big throw. Brushes that off and keeps going. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. No contest so far. How's it gonna end? Took full advantage of the life lead to pick up the win via timeout.
Don't underestimate.
Fight round. Fight.
Medium kick. Ooh, what a smart throw! Pokes with a kick! Smart use of the invincibility on the Overdrive Tencho! Cross that off! Dragon Blast Flame cooks them up good! Both sides getting ready! Can they make the most of this?
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Come on.
An honor, to be sure.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Goes for the command grab. Sticks the jump in. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Checks him with the projectile. Had the radar up and running. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Life lead opens and the throw ends the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Pokes with the meaty hits him with a stop and bop. 3 glove. That drive impact doesn't get through. Forcefully closes the gap. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Player 1 can't use any adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Both fighters planning something? They were right to be on guard there. Having them with the Lachuka. Can they stand the heat? Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. That's a big gap. Who's going to hit them with a stop and bop? Experiencing burnout. Connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Stone Cold Embrace. You can't block those. Flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. They were right to be on guard there. Combo with the target combo. Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. All right, what's coming up next? This brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? How is this round going? Takes a big gamble and rips KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. 3-volt? Player 2 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Jumps up, counters with the knee jab. Nice lead. Breaks the block with a throw. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Springs forward with a drive rush. Going in. Burnout activates. Drive rush to keep it going. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Then cages them in with the Lashuka. Oh, let's go. Side switch in the corner. No, just a great KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Hits the air throw. Nice solid counter. The low is denied. Knew they'd go for it. That's a good read. Throws him down. What's the play here? Player 2 has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Very solid. Will this super art connect? Perfect time to spend the meter. Takes a trip. Amnesia. Throws him. What's next? Counters with amnesia. Nice in there. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The throw misses. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Jumps up. Very solid corner switch. Gets back into the corner with pressure building. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Is this gonna kill?
In ruin.
Both fighters got a look in there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? They were right to be on guard there.
Now observe.
Starts with a jump in. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Just out of range for that throw. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 chases them down. Side switch with the back throw, looking for a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Jumps in. KO! Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. From up above. Hits them with a stopping block. Pounding them with the Lashuka. Can they stand the heat? Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Knockdown and... Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Big throws. What'll happen here? Denies the jump in. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. In there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Goes for the jump into... Oh my god, they just hooked it up! Super Art to show them what a PhD in fighters can do for you! Player 1 with a slice drops that arm! So, drops them from the air. All the throw connects. On the driver. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Up for the level 2 super. Stone Cold Embrace. You can't block though. Drives and back misses. The overhead denied. Player 1 drops him hard. Noticeable life lead is a big slamma jamma. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. This could lead to some big damage. Departure set. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Weird that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Avoid getting cornered. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Get back into the corner with pressure building. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Perfect time to spend the meter. 3-volt ices. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. What'll happen here? Counters with amnesia. Nice lead. Still scrapping for control of the space. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Can they keep on him? Jumps up, anti-air in the clutch. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Will they get connects with the throw? Denied! Keeps cool and locks him out. The drive gauge is what a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Smart play with the throw. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 1 with the lead. Will they go for a hit them with a stop and pop? All in with the rush. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Oh no, caught by the interdiction. Doesn't matter how far you run, he's gonna get you. And the damage is unreal. Player 1 needs all the throw connects. What's next? Player 1 is in a very good spot now. A jump knocked them out of the air. This may turn into a big chance. Who will set the bait at this point? Uses the teleport or nothing! Still alive? Still alive? Sit down and shut up! Oh, so close! The next moves are gonna be crucial! Courageous grab! Are you kidding me? Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage!
Round 1.
It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that run back! Crowns him from above! That combo didn't use as a teleport!
So it goes.
Get carried to the corner! Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, experiencing burnout, picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That's how you do it. When you've got that super art gauge, you just gotta use it. Departure! Player 1 is in a pretty good situation. Counters with the knee jab. Nice lead. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner grip. Brushes that off and keeps going. Tries to act quickly but whisks the attack. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Big blow heavy, but no go. Will they gamble something here? Blow coming for you. No, this is play flatlines them. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Grabs and throws them away. Steps in for the throw. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Gets out of the corner. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Takes a trip. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Spikes him with 3 gloves. Had the radar up and running. Flashes him. Looking to impress with this super. Triple right hit in there. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Cages them in with the Lavshuka. Medium kick hits. Who's going to start things off? Now, can they finish the job? Jumps? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. A quick breather. Brushes that off and keeps going. Backs them into the corner and experiencing burnout. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Goes for the jump in to start. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Connects with the throw. What's next? Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Both are ready to put. This is gonna hurt. Bring in the heat. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. You play with fire and you're gonna get burned. Are we gonna see it low heavy? But no go. What now? Uses the teleport. Finds the target. They can't go. Critical art now.
Meaningless efforts.
This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Ooh, taking them for a look. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Jumps. Connects with the throw. Player 1 will look to apply amnesia. Just experiencing burnout. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Gets the counter hit throw. All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. Cages them in with the Lavshuka. Oh God, this is tense. There's a change of stock. In there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Who's going to start things off? Slight miscalculation on the air throw spacing. Amnesia! This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Still very early in the round. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Three glove! Player 1 will need to play it conservative until they drop drive rush to keep it going. The drive impact is denied. Beats them and goes in for the hug. Life lead is there. Turn KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The last round. It's now or never. It flashes him. This can lead to some big damage. The match just started. It's anyone's game. Gotta be careful not to whip at this rate. Whoa, coming for you! Player 2, betting it all on the drive rush. Closes the distance. Oh, yo! Rock super here! Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
That hurt.
The soup low heavy. Player 1 is mounting a comeback. What else is up? Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Getting it all on this level 2 super arm. There's the burnout. Let the Chernobyl rip. Ugh, take a seat. Are you kidding me? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Hugs nothing but air. Jumps up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Neither of them willing to back off here. Throws them. What's next? They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? All right, what's coming up next? Beats it up with a combo into super. Taking stock. We're near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Life lead opens up. Burnout gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Projectile to try and change the situation. Strings it all together. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Aerial Tatsu! This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Target combo into turning it right up with the super. It's the interdiction. They've been waiting for this. This could change everything. Carried to the court, big time whip. Reads the throw and escapes. Player 1 has dropped them from the air, knocked them out of the air. This is the gigantic life stream, willing to risk it for the overdrive. Hugs nothing but weaves in the impact to finish. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Big throws. Nice tech. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Gets out of the corner. Both fighters will want to utilize what little drive gauge they have. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Oh, easy tech. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. 3-volt ices him. They break things off to take a quick breather. Jumps, decides to meet them in the air. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? How's this round going to develop? Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use counters with Amnesia? Nice lead. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Big throws. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive resets. They're going for the super art. Level 3 super. Bending that meter like it's nobody's business. Noticeable life lead. How did they anticipate that jump in? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. 3-volt. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Throws them. Betting is all on the drive rush. What were they thinking? That drive attack misses. This is gonna hurt. Oh, he connects with the throw. Drive rush. A jump and whip. They're wide open. What are they gonna do? Chips them for the win. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Oh, whiffs the throw. Very solid corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Denies that throw attempt. Just out of range for that throw. Taking stock. Beautiful setup with that attack. Gets some. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Blocks the low heavy. Hits them with a stopping block. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. A drive impact. Can't tech the throw? All right, what's coming up next? Confirm on the impact. Drive rush to keep it going. Experiencing burnout. Knockdown and... Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Springs forward with a drive rush. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. In, view, ripper! Counting on the super, reads the jump in perfectly. Oh, here we go. Lazuka throws him in the minefield. Player 2 can't use any drive, turning it right up with him. That final push at the end paid off in spades. When you have a chance to finish things, you gotta take it. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Smart play to stop the opponent there. He easily escapes that throw attempt. These two fighters are perfectly synced. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Knockdown. Player 1 with the life lead. Low kicks are a no-go. Gets the jump in. Takes a trip. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is sucked down to the wire. Punish counter. This could lead beats it up with a combo into super. The super, burnout activates. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. How will this impact things? 3-volt ices him. Looking for a chance. Hits them with a stopping block. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive-in. Flawless round. They got him so quick. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Fools them and locks them in embrace. Final round. Who will the fighting game use as the teleport?
What have we done? Do
We're getting it all on this level 2 super arm. Oh, they've been waiting for this. Level the super. Oh, yo, Rock super here. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
Bet that.
Player 2 burns out. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. What's next? Where's this cup? Oh, coming for you. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the. Doesn't take the throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. 3-volt. Jumps. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Avoids getting cornered. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. Definitely answers the air attack. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Closes the gap. Goes for the super arm. The super doesn't hit. Perfect time KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? From up above. 3 glove. Player 2 spends a chunk of their SA meter and enters the round with a deficit. They've got to be extra careful. What'll happen here? Player 1 is in a pretty good situation, brushes that off and keeps going. Quick dashing. Going in. Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Burns out. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets scooped from Diamond. Counters with Amnesia. Nice lead. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Life lead opens up. Trying to read each other here? Departure! Nice cross-up. Alright, springs forward with a drive rush. One combo can end this round right now. Uses the target combo, comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Jump. Shoots off a fireball up, picks the air throw. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Jumps in. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 1 brushes that off and keeps going. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Knockdown and experiencing burnout. Sets up with the jump in. Miraculous grab. Gotta do better than that. Taking chunks out of each other here. Shakes things up with a fireball. Quick blow. Critical art now. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Bops him with a target combo. Throws him. What's next? Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Can't tech the throw. Knockdown. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Not shy with a KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight!
Immediate jump in. Reads them. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Player 2 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation. Hits him with a stop and bob. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Very slick with the combo. Throws him. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Anticipated that throw. Burnout activates. Jumps, rushes that off and keeps going. Doesn't let up and gets the stun. This round may be as good as over. Dragon Lash Flame hooks him up good. Okay, here we go. A single hit will do it. Here comes, wraps it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. The match just started. All in with a rush. Player 2, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh, this could really tip the scales. Look at the damage. Denied. Keeps cool and locks him out. Amazing. There's a burnout. Nails the 3-ball. What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Breaks the block with a throw. Amnesia. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Throws him down. Takes a trip. Player 2 adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. All right, what's coming up next? Oh, burnout on both sides? Reads their mind and takes the throw. Just out of range for that throw. What'll happen here? Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 cages them in with the left shuka. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 1 has it in there. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Super art out of nowhere. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. How's this round going to develop? From low heavy to smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Both fighters are working with a low SA gauge, but that may not deter them from going on the attack. 3-bolt ices him. Breaks the block with a throw. A quick breather. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? This can lead to some big damage. Picks the air throw. A super art. Player pairs the burnout. Very nice Sigla. Let's draw super art into flatline zone. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sneaks in above. Stays cool in counters. Is that going to condition them to be more conservative? Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Knockdown. Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They break things off to take a quick breather. Will this super art connect? Life lead opens up. Jumps in. Takes in the throw. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The exchange blows. That's some big and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Goes with a safe stuff with that target combo. Will that super be the turning point? A quick breather. Raise them! That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Rushes that off and keeps going. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it over. Burnout activates. Jumps? A super art? The super doesn't hit. That's not in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Knock them out of the air. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? The match just started. It's anyone's game. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get aerial touches. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. They push their way out of the corner. Catches them out. Fools them and locks them in embrace. Both sides getting ready. What are they gonna do? Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Nails the 3-ball. Noticeable lightning draw super hard hit coming. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. They were sitting on their meter for this super art. Can either of these split? Oh, it's enough. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps. Smart play with the throw. Throw escape. Reads the throw and shuts it down. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Oh. These two fighters are perfectly synced. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. What's the play here? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. This takes a big gap. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Reads them. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Rushes that off and keeps going. Takes them in with the left shuka. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Both fighters planning something? Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 1 will have to deal with his counters with amnesia. Nice lead. Free glove. A super art? The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Combo with the target combo. Player 2 has the light lead. Down to the wire.
So it goes.
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Throws them. What's next? We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Reads them. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Jumps. So they bring smart play to stop the opponent there. Sends a clear message with that counter. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here, experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive here. Hits them with a stop and block. Super arts on deck for both fighters. Looking to impress with this super. Scared money don't make no money. Spins it all for the Shinryu Rippa.
Bet that.
Oh, there's the burnout. Back knew the throw was coming. Are we gonna see a comeback here? One player isn't burnt up. Let the Chernobyl rip. Oh boy. Both running empty on drive. They gotta dig out. The jump in is rejected. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Starts it while reads the counterattack. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Player 2 was gasping for drive gauge that round. What can they do? Stone Cold Embrace. You can't block those. Uses the teleport. There's a burnout! Taking chunks out of each other here. Both fighters' drive gauges might be burned out, but the fire still blazes. Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Break him! A single hit will do it. Raw super art incoming. What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rebound. 3-volt? Will that drive impact get punished? Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Denies that throw attempt. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to take a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. The jump in catches them. Taking stock. XKO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Goes to the overdrive. From up above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What drive rush to keep it going? Cages them in with the Lashuka. Wow, that's some big time damage there. 3-volt ices him. Jumps up. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters planning something. Uses the gauge for a super art. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Knocked them out of the air. Player 2 can't use any drive move. Gotta play it safe. Okay, he tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. They gotta dig down deep here. Close range burns out. Chisels them down. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a cloud, reads the counterattack. The Kriglov skewers them. Player 1 with slick drive gauge control. Is this in the bag? Very nice, Kriglov. What now? What are they gonna do? Getting it all on this level 2 super art. Over in a flash. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Grabs them with the embrace. The super armor does its job. The throw is escaped. What's the play here? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Goes for the super art. The Dragon Lash KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Quick dash it. Dashes forward. Uses the target combo as a filler. Closes the gap. Both fighters planning something? Burnout activates. What'll happen here? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Throw forward throw. Laying the pressure on things. In there.
One more.
Player 1 played with a lot of heart to pull off a tremendous win. Definitely one to watch. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Player 2 has the life lead. Not a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Gets backed into the corner with pressure building. Knockdown. Gets the jump in. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. Throws them to negate the block. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Going in. Jumps in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us in there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 can build off this lead. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. The opening on that impact. Will they take it? It's a good spot to use the super. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. We have a super art on deck. Springs forward with a drive rush. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Uses the target combo as a filler. Crowns him from above. Life lead is setting it all on the drive rush. Dragon Lash. Put the exclamation point on that with an OD. Send them to another dimension. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. Super art to show up what a PhD and fighters can. What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps up. Can't tech the throw. Well-timed corner switch. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? All right, what's coming up next? Changes the pace with an air-to-air. With this super art connect, this Dragon Lash plan could be big. Going in, life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. A quick breather. Miriam in there! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump and changes them in with the Lashuka. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Big change flow. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player Triple Jinrai hits. Good damage on him. Going in. Grabs and throws them away. Not much life left, but they're dropped. Oh, coming for you! Jumps in, crowns them from above. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Oh man, this is a scary range. Fools them and locks them in embrace. Okay, here we go. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. A lot of pressure building up. Doesn't set the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight!
Who will come out on top in this final round? We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of help. Drops him hard. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Taking jumps out of each other and whips. They're wide open. Throws them. Okay, here we go. Oh, coming for you. Nails the 3-ball. Player 2 willing to risk it for the overdrive. Takes it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. A real test of nerves here. Flatline game. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.